You're now listening to the Beyond Elevated podcast.
You gotta listen.
What you need to do is listen to this right here with Robert Wilson. And
You're listening to Beyond Elevated, and I'm the CEO, Robert Wilson. And like I said, working as a director in a network marketing company for the last 8 years, I got to come across so many wonderful individuals and so many great leaders. And at Beyond Elevated, we're going to interview some of those great leaders. And the website's going to launch in July, and it's going to give all the network marketers in the world the tools that they need to succeed. However, I'm sitting here with one of the best network marketers that I've ever met in my life. He has done so much. He's accomplished so much in the last 5 years. He is a top money earner in a top 20 network marketing company in the world. Everyone, please say hello to George Koufalis. George, are you there?
Thank you, Robert Wilson. I'm excited to be on the podcast, Beyond Elevated. Boom, let's get it going, baby.
Well, I see. Listen, I see that you're pumped up and you're ready for this one. I see you took
this is called time freedom. I have to hit the gym like twice a day. I don't know what to do with myself. I have too much time on my hands.
All right. Well, let's hop right into it, George. Like I said, you're one of the best. And I know that you started really doing network marketing around 5 or 6 years ago. Can you tell us why you got started?
Sure. It's actually going to be 7 years on June 15th. I started in 2011. Give you guys a little bit of feedback. My family has a small business. It's a day spa. I had a landscape company. When the recession hit in 2006, we pretty much tanked. By 2008, guys, I was moving in home with my mom. I had to give up my house, give up my car. Make matters worse, by 2011, I'm graduated from college. I got a degree, and people are telling me, we're going to give you $12, $15 an hour. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm worth more than that. And I was optimistic, though. Believe it or not, I went back for more schooling because I just wanted to make sure that I stayed in a positive environment and didn't go backwards in life. But 2011, when I was approached by the network marketing industry, I was completely broke, living at home, driving a 97 pickup truck. I had gotten in trouble with the law a little bit, nothing major, but I was on probation doing community service because I was spending time with the wrong people, obviously. And my life was in a place where, I didn't even own my own kitchen utensils. Let's put it that way. I was 36 years old, and I thought, wow, like my entire life boils down to living in a room at my mom's house. This has to change. So my mom came into the office and said, I saw this opportunity. I'll be honest with you, didn't have any negative feelings towards network marketing, but every time I had been approached by it, it had been about selling products. And I just felt like, you know what, this is not really something I want to do. But I realized that I had to stop getting romantic with the way I made money, because being in the fitness industry, I always wanted to make money in fitness. And I realized that I had to look for a vehicle that could take me from point A to point B. And if it was a service that people could use, if it had integrity and I could change my life with that service or that company, then it was time for me to get on board. And it's exactly what I did. And obviously it was my first time doing it. I had to learn a lot. I'm very blessed today and grateful to be here. The journey has been unbelievable. It's been a roller coaster ride. There's been plenty of times where I wanted to quit. There's been plenty of times where I doubted myself. There's been plenty of times where I was discouraged, but I just kept pushing, Robert. And it's a beautiful thing to be sitting out here on a Tuesday. My dogs are here. It's peaceful. It's so quiet because everybody's at work. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can do what you want. You know what I mean? I have the natural sunlight. I'm not sitting in a cubicle with artificial lighting. And it's just a great feeling. And I love it. I love the industry. And I'm just very, like I said, I'm very grateful that I was given the chance by a higher power to see that opportunity. And I actually ran with it.
Hey, George, that's an amazing answer. And you've done so much with your team and your team culture. And I want to take a break from network marketing for a second,
Sure.
Because I know that you really used network marketing as a platform. And don't get me wrong, you've accomplished broke records in the network marketing industry, but really you took that opportunity to go and launch other businesses as well to diversify. What are some of those other businesses you launched?
Sure. Prior to getting involved in network marketing, I always believe you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. That's exactly why I started network marketing. But then when I got into network marketing, whether if I was making $20,000, $40,000 a month, it didn't matter. My mindset was still, the key to happiness is progression. And I need to progress. I need to prove to myself and to prove to others who probably thought I got lucky in network marketing to go out there and create more opportunities, create more value into the community. I wanted to be able to look back one day and say, I did many different things that help people. So I started 2 real estate investing companies. Today I have 25 rental properties. I also work with people that are in housing assistance, people that were homeless who now finally have their life together. Yesterday I just signed up to be a landlord for an organization that's a church that helps people that get into apartments who need help. So to me, I was able to not only be a landlord and make money in real estate, but I'm able to give back to people and build those relations. That's really important to me. I like making money, but I have to see a value in people for me to do it. From there, I started helping my colleagues get into real estate. And the biggest barrier of entry was their credit score. So I said, you know what? Let me look into this credit score thing. Found somebody who had a credit repair company. I bought the company, used my network and my resources to make it quadruple in income in the first 2 months. And now I've been able to help so many people across the board get houses, cars, real estate. I didn't stop there. I started a clothing business. As you can see, I'm wearing it right now, Evolve Apparel. And the whole concept behind the clothing is to evolve as a person. It's not just for fitness people. It's for anybody who wants to feel good about getting further in life. And that is the one business I have to admit I'm romantic about. And I always tell people, find a way to create the income, the life you want, and then go and pursue those hobbies and dreams that, are a little more romantic, where you're not focused on just making money. And I also have a published book that's being sold on Amazon and on my website. It's called The Dream is Free, but the Hustle is Sold Separately. And that book is basically an autobiography of my life, the ups and downs, a story of never giving up, and also a 21-day challenge to help people create habits. So you can say I've been pretty busy, and it's all thankfully due to the capital and time freedom that I was able to achieve through network marketing. And I'm going to continue to keep growing, Robert. Who knows what the next 5 years are going to be like, but if I could get to a point where I'm $1 million earner and have 5 companies with $300 in my pocket, which I had to borrow off a credit card, who can only imagine what the next 5 years are going to look like?
Well, George, it's truly a blessing to talk to you, because I've seen the progression and I've seen exactly where you've come from. And I've known you for 7-8 years now. And I've seen exactly what you were able to do with it. And I'm extremely proud of you. I'm happy for you. I think you're killing it. What could you say to someone who is either in network marketing, starting network marketing, or just really starting their own business? Because there's a fear, right? There's a fear. You probably had a little bit of a scared mentality when you walked in. Well, I'm going to go own a real estate company, or I'm going to own a credit repair company.
Still scary.
What do you tell those people? What do you tell those people that are thinking about doing something like that?
I tell them to think about, they should be more scared of what if they don't do it. The fear of, where's your life going to be in 3 to 5 years? If your life's going to be in the same place 3 to 5 years from now, then that should be what you're scared of. But I always tell people, the pain of their current circumstance has to be greater than the pain of the fear to grow. And I think once that shift happens, people do take that chance. It's timing. Not everybody's going to be ready for it. I give a lot of advice today. I was telling people that stop letting their distractions in their life take them away from their goals. I was also telling people today that they need to kill immature versions of themselves throughout their entire life. That they're going to have to, that I killed my old version of me. Even when I joined my network marketing company, I killed that guy. He's not the same guy anymore. I had to progress to the next level. And I tell people all the time, it doesn't have to happen today, but just listen to the words of people that have become successful. Listen to the words of people that are doing what you want to do, and just over and over listen to it. And one day, it could be a week from now, a month from now, 5 years from now, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like me. You're going to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's time to go. And you're going to put the pedal down, and you're going to go, and you're never going to look back. So I think it's timing for a lot of people, but it's just a matter of, just understanding that we have one shot at this thing called life. I was talking about the cemetery scenario where I drove by a cemetery one day and I saw tombstones, and I thought, wow, look at all these dates on there. The date that people were born, the date that people died. And I saw the little hyphen in the middle, a little dash. And I thought, that's the most important part of that tombstone, is that dash. That dash, believe it or not, when you're in that grave, that dash signifies your entire life. Like, what did you do? What were you afraid not to do? Who did you help? Who did you not help? What legacy did you leave behind? I remember saying to myself, I need to make that dash last for something. I'll tell you, Robert, the fact that I know the number, the first number, April 12th, 1975. I don't know the second number. And that scares me enough to where that's makes me hustle like crazy. Not knowing my second number is the reason why I hustle so hard.
Whew. You're listening to the Beyond Elevated podcast with the legendary George Koufalis. George, let's close this thing down, wrap this thing up in a good nice little minute bow, and just leave people with the impression that you want to leave them thinking about you, or if they're thinking about joining any kind of network marketing company.
Absolutely. Guys, take the chance. Don't allow limiting beliefs or assumptions or people that might tell you something about something. I remember franchises in the 1950s were looked at as like they were going to be a communistic overtake. And then by the 70s, franchises were the number one thing to have. Same thing with network marketing. I mean, every company's going through its good and bad, but this is the 21st century. And I think it's the greatest time to do network marketing. Where else can you go to a job from 9 to 5 and then hustle from 6 to 2 in the morning online with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Twitter? I mean, I literally have made over $1 million using my phone and social media, and you can do it too. And even if it's an hour a week, it doesn't matter how busy you are. Just put that hour a week into it. Time's going to pass anyway. But, I always tell people, you got to start looking at things like books and videos that are going to help you succeed, that are the things that you want to achieve. Find somebody who's done what you've done. Have a blueprint. You can't hit a target that you can't see, and make sure you take action. You take action, action, action. The free things, 2 things that are free that you can do right this moment. Sorry about that, Robert. We got a little disconnected there.
You're fine. Continue.
My phone rings like crazy. That was a phone call. So what I was saying, the 2 things that you can do for free is you can always change your thinking and you can always change your actions. And that's really the most important thing you can do. And if you're disappointed right now with the outcome of what's going on in your life, hustle is the only tangible thing that can change that outcome. Go out there, get around some new people, start hanging out with people that look more like your future than your past, and you'll be amazed what can happen.
Whew. Well, that's it, everybody. You were listening to the Beyond Elevated podcast with George Koufalis. George, where can they find you at?
Facebook is GK Power. You can find me on Instagram, _GK Project, or Evolve, E-L, I don't have it on me, but ELVOLV _apparel. ChaseYourVisions.com on my website. Or you can ask Robert Wilson, the CEO, the man, the myth, the legend, on Beyond Elevated.
No, sir. I can't thank you enough for being on the podcast. We truly, truly appreciate everything you're doing in the industry. Good luck with the rest of your endeavors, and I will see you soon. We got to come do a Beyond Elevated digs out there, follow you around with the cameras a little bit.
Absolutely. I would love that.
Hey, have a good one, buddy.
All right, guys. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's it. This has been another episode of the Beyond Elevated podcast. Check out our Facebook and Twitter at The Beyond Elevated. Also, check out our website at beyondelevated.net.